welcome back to a new vlog. So it is Tuesday 28th of September. I remember to check the date before I started vlogging. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. Yeah, it's been a week. Honestly, it feels so weird not vlogging. You know, I took a week off because obviously I was vlogging over the photography show weekend, and the photography show, although it's amazing, is very busy, and boy does it take its toll both physically and mentally. And then just to top it all off, I also had to have a period when I got back from the photography show. So yeah, needless to say, I haven't been doing great the last week, but we are in the final days of it. So even though I'm still feeling a little bit shit, it is at least waning now. And yeah, I was debating whether or not I was going to vlog this week because I don't really have anything going on this week. It's kind of just going to be picking up the pieces after, you know, I was holed up in my depression cave for the last week, you know, recovering from the show and also having to have my period. You know, just kind of picking up those pieces and everything, and maybe filming a video or something, because I don't have a video for tomorrow, which will have been days past by the time you see this vlog, but, you know, but at the same time, it just feels wrong not to vlog. You know, I always, whenever I go to do something, I'm always like, there's something missing. What's missing? And it's vlogging, you know, because I'm like, I've been vlogging for what, like 2 years now? Has it? Oh my god, it has been 2 years. Jesus. Yeah, so it just feels wrong not vlogging. So here I am, and I'm vlogging. Also, by the way, I am using a new microphone, so please let me know how it sounds. I literally got this in the post the other day, and I haven't even tried it yet. I've just plugged it in right now. And hopefully it sounds good. I'll listen to the footage after I finish filming this, and yeah, I'm hoping it's good. It is a Deity D4 Mini. Is it D? Yeah, Deity D4 Mini. Yeah, that's the microphone I'm using. Previously I had a Rode microphone, but it broke, as you know. And there is an equivalent to basically this mic. In fact, let me go get my other mic. So this is the mic I've been using for the past few months, and it's pretty shitty. I don't think it's even, no, it doesn't even have a brand name on it. I just got it off Amazon. It was a crappy one. And I got this to replace my little Rode one. The Rode one that I had before, it was just, it wasn't on a stand. It just looked like this. And it had a little lightning adapter just out the side of it, and you plugged it straight into your phone, like the charger port. But it snapped. The actual, you know, lightning bit snapped off inside the phone, and then flew across the room. I didn't find it until weeks later. So yeah, I obviously wasn't that keen to go back to Rode after it broke, but you can, Rode do basically the same microphone. So it looks very much like this, but it has a little mount like this one does. So I was going to get one of these, so then that would, you know, because there was nothing wrong with the audio quality, it was just that it broke, and that's because of the lightning adapter. Because basically, because I have an iPhone, I obviously have to get the iPhone adapters, and it's the lightning cables are not, you know, you can't put a lightning port really on anything other than a lightning cable, because it just doesn't work otherwise. They're incredibly flimsy, and Apple design everything so that you can't use anything but Apple products with it, which is incredibly annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, the microphone I'm using right now looks pretty much like this. It's just that it's yellow instead of red. So yeah, I was going to get the Rode one, which is basically the same as just Rode. But because it broke, and also the guys at the Rode stand were not very helpful at all when I was there, I decided to go with Deity instead, just because, really. Also, Deity was ever so slightly cheaper, and by ever so slightly, I mean by like £2, but you know. So yeah, I got a new microphone. Let me know how it is. But in terms of what I'm doing, I mean, what time is it? It's 2:45 already. I did tidy up this morning because I mean, there is still actually a bag on the floor from the photography show that I haven't even cleaned up yet. My big backpack is literally still sat on the floor with all its stuff in it. So I did some tidying up this morning. I had a whole ton of washing to do. I needed to take out the bins, you know, boring things like that. There was stuff everywhere. So I tidied up this morning after a week of doing nothing. So my house is much tidier. There are still a few things on the floor just behind me that I need to take upstairs that I haven't been bothered to take upstairs yet, but I'll do that later. For now, I am gonna make cake because I want cake. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make cake, but the first thing I need to do is actually Google how to make cake, because I don't remember and I don't think I have it written down. So yeah, I need to Google how to make cake, and then I'm gonna make it. And then I think I'm probably gonna probably go upstairs and, well, I'll take all the stuff upstairs that I need to take upstairs. And then I think I'll probably just sit and watch Harry Potter or something. Maybe, but then honestly I always say, yeah, I'm gonna watch a movie, and then I never end up watching a movie because I just spend the entire time looking through what I want to watch, and then before you know it, it's been 3 hours and I haven't actually decided what I wanted to watch, and then, you know, I haven't got time to watch a movie anymore. I'm sure we all know the feeling. We'll see. I'm gonna make cake, and then I'm probably gonna sit down and draw, possibly while I watch a movie, possibly not. But we're gonna make the cake first, so let's get to doing that. There are no less than 2 wood lice in my house this morning. One here and one over there. Guess I'll have to open the door to put them outside then. It's Saturday. The week's just completely gotten away from me. Honestly, I've mostly been watching TV all week because at the beginning of the week I was still very much recovering from having my period, and I tend to watch a lot of movies and TV. I will talk about the TV I've been watching because, my god, they are both so good. And yeah, I just haven't really been doing anything else. I did make a bead crown, or I started making a bead crown anyway. See? It's nowhere near done yet, but yeah, that's the foundation of it. And yeah, now I just need to finish it off. But I kept going to try and film stuff, and I either then decided not to do that thing and just watch TV instead, or the one time I tried to film making this bead crown, my phone died, so no filming. But anyway, it's Saturday. I'm gonna go for a walk right now because if you watched the previous vlogs, you'll know I have new insoles in my shoes, and basically I just need to break them in. So I'm just trying to, you know, slowly build up a routine where I'm walking more often. You know, there's a pretty short route quite near me, so I'm just going to try and walk that semi-regularly, like a couple of times a week, and then I'll slowly build up so that I can, you know, get used to my insoles and also build up stamina and stuff again, because over lockdown and everything I really lost that because I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. So yeah, I'm just trying to build that up again and obviously get used to my insoles, break them in, and also let them do what they're meant to do. And obviously in order to do that, I need to use them. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk, and then I'm gonna come back and dye my hair. The color is yet to be determined. I have blue and green hair dye, and I'm still humming and hawing over which color I want to do. So I'm gonna think about that while I go for a walk, and then we will dye my hair, and I will tell you all about the 2 TV shows I've been watching and loving over the last week and a half. Okay, I am back. I am in my hair dye bra. This is hair dye from last time I dyed my hair, when I dyed it pink. So I have 2 options, and I'm still deciding what colour I want to dye my hair, but I'm leaning towards green, but let me show you them. So I have these 2 colours. I have a blue and a green, and originally I was going to dye my hair blue now and save green until Christmas time, because green is kind of Christmassy, I guess. You know, because Christmas trees are green. I don't know, there was some logic there. However, on Wednesday next week we are going to Harry Potter, Warner Brothers Studios, as a family. We got tickets as like a family Christmas present 2 years ago, back in 2019, and we were never able to go because of COVID. So we're finally going, you know, 2 years later. And obviously, like, I'm in Slytherin, so green is kind of appropriate for Harry Potter. So, and you know, like blue is also kind of Christmassy because it's, I mean, it's not the color of snow, but you know what I mean, like ice, cold. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go with green because Slytherin, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go with green. And because my hair is now short, I don't have to buy 7 boxes of hair dye, which is great. Because trust me, there is absolutely no hair dye in this. It's like this much hair dye. Before, you know, my hair used to be down to my waist. And it was, it's really thick as well. I mean, you can kind of see I still have really thick hair. And yeah, we had to buy so many bottles of hair dye when I dyed my hair. But now I can just get away with 1 because it's super short. I'm also not going to be bleaching my hair this time. I did bleach my hair when I dyed my hair pink. But I think green and blue are kind of strong enough colours to not dye my hair. Also, I would kind of like it if the green came out a little bit darker. So we're just not going to bleach my hair. Also, I don't have any hair bleach, so no bleach it is. And my hair's already blonde. It's a dark blonde, but I am already blonde, so mostly colours go on pretty okay. Look at this picture on the back though. Who on earth would put green highlights in their hair? Who? That looks terrible. But okay. So let's open it up and just get to dyeing our hair, and then I will talk about the TV shows I've been watching. Okay, so essentially it's just this thing. I'm using a different brand than I did last time because most of the like more reputable brands don't have fun colours like this. So I'm using LiQWYD, which I've never used before, but hopefully it'll be okay. It doesn't really matter because my hair's so short anyway that if it goes wrong, it'll be gone in a couple of weeks, so who cares? So yeah, it just says put it on and then leave it for 30 minutes. It says 2 to 15 minutes, depending on, you know, if you have really, really light hair, if you bleach it first, and if you want a, you know, less intense colour. But obviously my hair is a little bit darker because I haven't bleached it. So I'm going to leave it on for probably 20 to 30 minutes and I'll just keep an eye on it. And then obviously I've got to wash it out. So I'm going to apply this and then we will talk about TV shows while I'm waiting for it to set. And the hair dye is applied. It's looking a little bit blue at the moment, but it is already turning green, so that's fine. I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes, I think. Then I'll have a look at where we are and see if I want to wait another 10 minutes. 20 minutes on the clock. So now let's go through to my room and we will talk about TV shows I've been watching. Okay, so I've been watching 2 TV shows over the last few weeks and they're both amazing. So the shows I was watching was The Mandalorian and also is it Sabrina the Teenage Witch or The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? You know, that one. And yeah, I love them both. So let's start with The Mandalorian. My dad has been begging me to watch The Mandalorian for like 3 years, whenever it first came out, and I just never got around to it because I really struggle with watching new TV shows and movies and everything because it, you know, it's absolutely an anxiety thing, and I think a lot of people have this problem, you know, because I don't know what's going to happen, it makes me anxious, and, you know, there's also just a bit of executive dysfunction in there as well. I just really struggle to start things. So yeah, I don't watch new things very often, but when I'm on my period, I tend to start a lot of new things, and also I'm obviously, you know, kind of bedbound, and so I tend to watch a lot of things, and it does get a little bit old watching Harry Potter over and over again. So yeah, I started and finished The Mandalorian in one sitting, and I really loved it. It was great. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. My one complaint is, though, mild spoilers here, so if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, I'll put a timestamp up on screen, but they're only mild spoilers. But basically the whole point is the main character is a Mandalorian, and their whole thing is that they cannot take off their helmets. No one can see their face, right? And he takes his helmet off 3 times in the entire 2 seasons, right? The first time is in the last episode of season 1. And now I understand why they did it, and they did it because that was obviously the final episode of season 1, and they weren't sure whether people were going to like the show, and therefore whether they were going to do a season 2. So they wanted people to see his face before season 2, but I think that was a mistake, right? So basically, you know, he gets hurt, and therefore he has to take his helmet off so that he can be healed, right? Except it's just a droid, right? And so it's not really breaking the code, yeah? Because the droid isn't like a living thing, so he can take his helmet off in front of a droid. But I think, and so obviously then we as the viewer got to see his face, but I don't think they should have done that, you know. I think they still should have, you know, shown the conflict of him having to decide, does he want to take his helmet off or not, because he was really, you know, strict about that. You will not see my face, even though it's just a droid. So we still should have seen that conflict, but then once he decided that yes, he will take off his helmet for the droid so that the droid can heal him, he will then, it should have just cut, you know, so we know that he's taken the helmet off, but we don't get to see his face as the viewer. I think that would have been so much better, because then the second time he takes off his helmet is a really powerful moment, because he does take it off for someone to go and save someone. Again, I won't spoil it, but you know, and that's in front of loads of people, in front of someone he knows, in front of loads of enemies and stuff, and it's a huge moment, and he does it because he wants to save someone, you know, and so it's like, you know, he's literally disregarded everything he's ever known just to save this one person, right? And so that's a really powerful moment, but it's not as impactful because we, the viewer, have already seen his face when he took off the helmet for the stupid droid at the end of season 1, right? And so I really don't think they should have shown his face. I know why they did it, because they weren't sure if they were going to make a season 2, but still, it ruined it, you know? It ruined that really powerful moment. And then he also took his helmet off, like, literally the next episode, just to show Baby Yoda his face. We all know who Baby Yoda is, right? Which, again, I completely disagree with. It's not necessary. He doesn't need to see his face, because that's the whole point of the character, you know? You fall in love with the character and you don't see his face, and you don't need to. You know, he should have only taken off his helmet that one time when it was absolutely necessary to save his life, to save his friend's life, and to save the life of the person he was with, you know? Because he absolutely had to. It was a dire situation. That should have been the only time he took his helmet off. So yeah, that was the only thing that annoyed me, because I feel like they almost stole that moment, because we'd already seen his face. And obviously, if you want to know what he looks like, you can just look up the cast and see who plays the character, right? So it's not really annoying, you know, we can see his face if we want to, but yeah, I don't know. I just think they kind of ruined it a little bit, but other than that, it's an excellent TV show. I love the characters. There are so many badass women in it as well. It was just amazing. So many, like, girl squads and everything, and yeah, I love it. I love the character, The Mandalorian. I love the concept. I do just think they ruined it slightly with the helmet thing. And of course, Baby Yoda is adorable. So yeah, The Mandalorian was excellent. We are still waiting on season 3. I don't really know what they're going to do for season 3. Because of something I won't spoil, but yeah. So yeah, on to Sabrina. Oh my god, I fucking love it, okay? Now, usually I am not a horror fan, and I mean, honestly, it's marked as horror on Netflix, but it's not horror. You know, I mean, if you want to call it horror, it's like softcore kids horror, if anything. You know, I'm sure some kids would find it a bit scary, but like, trust me, I hate horror. We had to do a whole horror unit in photography, GCSE, and I hated it so much because I hate horror. I think it's tacky and cheap and boring, and I mean, there are only so many zombie movies you can watch, and they're all the same. I think it's lame. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but yeah, I hate horror. It's boring, lame, overdone, and it's just not scary, if you ask me. And when it is scary, it's too scary. You know, I don't want to be that scared. It's ridiculous, right? So yeah, Sabrina, although it is marked as horror, it's not horror. So, you know, if you have kids, maybe don't let them watch it, but yeah, it's fine, really. If you're worried about, you know, it being too scary or anything, trust me, it's fine. Maybe don't watch it before bed if you do get extra scared, but trust me, it's really not that much of a horror thing. But I am loving it. I'm loving it so much. I love Sabrina as a character. It almost, the entire series, right? I haven't finished it yet. I'm on about halfway through season 2. Although it confused me when I first clicked on it on Netflix, right? Because the Netflix thing, it says, you know, Sabrina, and then 4 parts. So when I first saw that, I thought it meant, you know, it was like a movie that was split into 4 parts, you know, like they did with, like, the last Mockingjay film and stuff. It was, you know, 2 parts. So I thought it was just 4 parts, right? But it's not. It's 4 seasons, except for some reason they decided to be edgy and call it parts instead of seasons. So there's 4 seasons. The parts is bullshit. It's 4 seasons. So I'm about halfway through season 2 at the moment. They're quite long episodes. They're an hour each. And I started watching it 2 days ago. So yeah, I have been binging it quite a lot. Let me just say that. I think I'm on episode like 14, so that's 14 hours I've watched in 2 days, which, trust me, I could do better, but you know. And yeah, I love it. I love Sabrina as a character. The whole thing, it really reminds me of Moxie by Jennifer Matu, the book. I haven't seen the film yet. Still, again, another thing I haven't been watching. As I said, I struggle to watch new things. But yeah, the whole thing, I've read the book Moxie, and it really reminds me of Moxie, because although it is, you know, it's all based on witches and magic and really dark magic, and it's so cool, you know, the world building is so interesting. It's pretty complex. It's mainly based off real life, but it's kind of just reversed. So there wasn't much, you know, new stuff they had to make up, but it is really interesting and I really love it. But it's yeah, Sabrina as a character, she really, I don't know, she just has the same vibe as I got from Moxie, I guess. Because, you know, she really challenges everything, both in her mortal school and then in the magic school and the magic world and everything. And, you know, it is quite dark and creepy, but I love that stuff. And it's really not horror, trust me. You know, if you're like a super fraidy cat, which honestly I kind of am, maybe, you know, approach with caution, but for any, you know, kind of average person, it's not horror, trust me, it's not horror. But yeah, I'm really, really loving it. And every episode ends on a cliffhanger, and you know, it's almost like automatic. It's like, do you want to play the next episode? Absolutely, I do. You'd better play that next episode. You know, and then I was up until midnight the other night because I started watching at about 6 p.m. and then yeah, suddenly it was midnight and I was like 6-7 episodes in. I was like, well, shit. But yeah, it's really good. I, of course, have not finished it yet. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm really excited. I love all the characters. It's amazing, okay? So if you haven't watched The Mandalorian or I think it's The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, I don't know, watch them, because they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Also, something about The Mandalorian I really like is that there are a lot of references to the other films in it, you know, because the other, like, 9 films, you get a lot of backstory from other smaller characters in it, and it kind of it ties up a lot of things. I mean, obviously the stories were all ended in those respective films, but it just fills in a few gaps and gives you a little bit of extra detail about each character and stuff, and it's just cool to see like little things from the previous films that, you know, have been made over decades kind of come together in this little series. And you know, sometimes you don't even notice it until they mention it, and it's like, oh, of course, that's that, you know, and it's really cool. So yeah, if you haven't watched The Mandalorian or Sabrina, watch them. And if you want to talk to me about them, DM me on Instagram. Always open to chat about them, especially Sabrina. I'm so into Sabrina. I am totally gonna well, no, actually, I need to edit this vlog. But trust me, I'm gonna watch some more Sabrina tonight. And try not to stay up until past midnight. Anyway, I have 8.5 minutes left on my clock. Hair's looking pretty good, definitely gone a little bit more green, which is good. I'm gonna wait out the rest of the timer and just play on my phone, really. And I will catch up with you when it's time to wash it out. So, that didn't really work, did it? My hair's all fluffy right now because I just blow dried it, so that I can see the colour quicker, but I mean, I'll have to look at the last clip. Well, you know, the clip before I actually dyed it, because I honestly don't think it looks any different. If anything, it just looks ever so slightly tinged green. But yeah, it definitely ain't green. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, it ain't green, is it? Oh well. So, yeah, clearly that didn't work. I am thinking whether or not I want to go to my local shopping place and actually get some bleach. Because since the green didn't work, maybe because basically I love dyeing my hair, okay, and I have like a whole like list of colors I want to try. I think I'm still gonna leave blue for a little bit later, but I was thinking maybe if I bleach it and then tone it before Wednesday, that, you know, go for like a Draco Malfoy vibe, that could also work. And I wanted to try blonde anyway. I mean, I'm already blonde, but like white blonde, you know. I've always wanted to try white blonde. But my mum would never let me bleach my hair at home because she was too scared that something bad was going to happen. But I live on my own now, so I can do what I want. So yeah, I was thinking of heading over just to Boots and getting some bleach and some toner. I could take the bus, because it is raining currently. I could walk. It's not really raining that much, so I could walk, but of course walking is, you know, a lot more effort. So do I want to walk or do I want to take the bus? But yeah, it's only 1:15, so I've got plenty of time still this afternoon, and yeah, I think I will head over and get some bleach. Yeah, so let me get dressed. I can't believe that didn't work at all. It's like, it's not even pretending to work. I swear there's no difference. It might be like slightly darker or slightly tinged. I'll have to look at the previous clip, but yeah, I'm gonna go get dressed and then head over and get some bleach, and I will think about whether I want to walk or whether I want to take the bus, because walking is obviously tiring, and I do need to kind of save my energy for Wednesday a little bit, but at the same time, the bus is stressful because there's people, so I think I'll probably take the bus, but I'll make a decision. It's raining. Just a little. I am soaking wet, but mission accomplished, but not without drama, so let me tell you. So yeah, as you can see, I am soaking wet. It was pouring with rain. I had my raincoat on, and yet still, look at this hair, which does seem to have a slight green tinge to it, if you can see. But yeah. See, I didn't even need to wash my hair. I didn't need to wash the colour out. I could have just gone outside and it would have done it for me. So kind of wasted a bit of water there, because clearly I didn't need to use the shower. But yeah, you know, I got there fine. It was all good. I went to Boots. I got the bleach and the toner, which are slightly damp from being in my bag. And that was all fine. I then went to Greg's. I got myself a sausage roll and I ate it because I did a good job. And I also got myself some cookies to bring home because I did a good job and I deserve them. Because using the bus is stressful. Going shopping is stressful. I'm dripping wet. I should really dry off. But, you know, I then got on the bus back. And you will, like, honestly, this stuff only happens to me. Okay? The bus driver, who drives the same bus every single day, took the wrong route, and then, you know, several stops in, I was like, you know, you're going the wrong way, right? And he was literally, oh shit, and had to turn the bus around. The bus driver took the wrong route. You just can't make this shit up, can you? So yeah, I think it is definitely safe to say I don't like the bus, because that's only the second time I've used it, and it was just as stressful as the first time. I did at least manage to press the stop button to get off at the correct stop. It just took us a while to get there, because the bus driver drove the wrong route. I don't even know. But I'm not going to stress about it. I've stressed enough. I'm soaking wet. So, after that ordeal, I'm going to go and dry it off. I'm going to get changed. I think I will probably watch an episode of Sabrina, because I feel I deserve it after that. I'm going to eat and enjoy my cookies, and then I will bleach my hair. I am not going to be toning it today because, you know, when I bleach it, that'll be the second thing I've done to my hair today, and I want to give it a bit of a break before I tone it, so I will bleach it this evening, go to bed, and then I will probably tone it either tomorrow or Monday. So yeah, subscribe for next week's vlog to see how my hair turns out, but I look so ridiculous. My hair is bleached. Clearly it looks a bit dumb right now. It's all sticking up because I just blow dried it, and it always does this after a shower. Don't really know why, but it'll calm down. Obviously it's looking very yellow at the moment because I have not toned it. I will probably tone it tomorrow because I have stuff to do today, so I don't really have time to do that. And also it's just not a good idea to have 2 showers in a day because my skin will dry out. So yeah, I will tone my hair tomorrow, so you'll see that in next week's vlog, so subscribe if you would like to see that. But yeah, it is the end of the vlog now. It's Sunday, it's like 12:15 already, so I need to edit this vlog because it's going up in like 5 hours. So yeah, I need to end the vlog so that I can edit it. Next week, I have quite a busy week going on. Obviously, I still need to tone my hair so it doesn't look quite so yellow. I also need to get a video filmed for Wednesday, which will have already gone up by the time... No. So that'll go up on Wednesday, yeah. Scheduling videos is so complicated. I need to do that, and then on Wednesday I am actually going to Harry Potter, Warner Brothers Studios with my family, which is something we've had planned for literally 2 years, and we only just got a chance to book it because of COVID. So yeah, we are going to Warner Brothers Studios, which I'm very excited about. So that will be in next week's vlog, so subscribe if you would like to see that. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to leave this vlog here, so like it if you enjoyed, subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you in the next video.